Good morning, everyone. My name is Jaden Onyenwari. I'm a junior here at Lake Ridge, and this is my officer interview for Bemba Deca. The first question asks me what position am I interested in running for. So I think the main position I'm running for is becoming vice president of leadership and career development. I'd also like to add that I'm open to other positions and hearing what advisors think I'd be best fit for. But I saw how Eniola ran it last year, and I was very impressed with the entire officer team. But this is a position where I think I could thrive in, and this is the one I'm most interested in. The next question asks me what specific things would I do if I was elected for that office. I think besides the normal duties such as being a liaison between Ben Barber Deca, the business department, the Mansfield area of commerce, and the alumni network in general. I think besides those duties and also organizing chapter meetings with the other officers, I would like to implement a few other things, such as I think if we created a program where underclassmen could be taken under the wings of upperclassmen, that would be very helpful. So just creating a more family oriented environment. I know last year was very helpful. I was able to qualify to state in my first year, but I think creating more programs like that. Additionally, I would like to. We have Mock Deca, which is a great example of this, but I would like to involve our professional network more. I think we definitely involved our professional network with the like not the advisors, but the professional members of it, like people who are in the workforce. But I think if we included our alumni too, such as past national and ICDC qualifiers that could do well. So I think we just need to focus on that and hone in on that this year. I think last year we had multiple ICDC qualifiers, and I think the main one I remember was Kofi. He really helped me a lot. So I think if we asked him, he would be very willing to come back, and other officers, other members like that. So if we were to ask someone like Kofi to come back and just give our students a few tips, how did you make it to ICDC? How did you get top 20? I think that would be very helpful, and it would enable our chapter to do better and eventually become a powerhouse within Texas. The next question asks me, what does DECA mean to you? I think this is a very broad question, but I think the best way to answer is that it's kind of a second family to me. I think the main reason I say that is because I had a personal experience of mine, and it's kind of one of the main reasons why I'm doing this, and the most memorable moment of mine, one of the most memorable moments of mine last year. Basically, after state, unfortunately, I didn't qualify to ICDC, but we were all heading back, and everyone's parents were picking them up, and unfortunately, my father was late. He just had a few work duties to do. But anyways, I was waiting outside, and then Miss Honig and I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce your name right, by the way, and Miss Wilson, um, they both kind of like not forced me, but like they took care of me inside their car, and we waited for an hour plus, and we are just talking, and there's just specific moments like that. I know a lot of advisors wouldn't do that, and I wouldn't expect them to do that, but it's just little things like that where you can really you can really see that the advisors care about us. And in addition, the officer team last year was very organized. I would ask them a question, they wouldn't ignore me. They would be on point. So just little things like that that just show we're a family, and I think that's what DECA means to me. Just involving people, creating an opportunity for others, and that would be how I'd summarize DECA the best. The next question asks me, how would I promote DECA to someone that wants to be a member? So we did this a few times actually at our outreach events. I personally did this at the Back to School Bash, but I think the best way I would actually summarize it would be you want to give a pitch, but you also want to be human, you want to be relatable. So I think the best way I could do that would be with personal anecdotes like the one I just mentioned. I would mention how I was very excited to go to state. We stayed in a hotel. It was very fun. Additionally, I would also mention the moment I just mentioned about staying in the car. And then I would also like to mention other events such as our more fun events, such as the skating rink, the sports game that we have every year. And then I would just say that in general, this is a great opportunity. I know a lot of people are searching for different clubs to join, and this is one that you should definitely be joining. So I think those are the few key points I would emphasize, but I think just have to analyze it on a person by person basis. The next question asks me, what business marketing and finance classes am I taking for the 24-25 school year? So I think this question is posed for this year, 25-26, but I'll answer for both years. So last year I took business information management at my home campus with Miss Tyler. It was a very exciting class. I was able to gain expert certifications in Microsoft Access, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, and Microsoft Outlook. So those certifications, it took time, but I'm happy I was able to gain those workforce certifications. Additionally, I also took virtual business with Dr. King at Lake Ridge. It was a class where it was actually very similar to the SBE events that we do in Deca. So we focused on the hotel management side, the hotel management game. So that was very helpful too. Additionally, I took banking and financial services with Mr. James at Lake Ridge. So that was more sort of my niche. So I learned about banking and finance in general, and that was a helpful class too. This year, I'm taking Accounting 1 and Accounting 2 at Ben Barber, and then I hope to utilize this for various accounting competitions such as the accounting event in DECA, accounting UIL, and just some other general things. Next year, I also hope to do the practicum in entrepreneurship. I think this is a great opportunity that I'd like to take advantage of. The next question asks me, what other extracurricular event are you involved in? So I'm actually the founder and president of the BPA chapter at Lake Ridge, so that's one of the other things I'm involved in. I'm treasurer of the UIL academics team at Lake Ridge, and then in addition, I'm also involved into some other smaller extracurriculars such as Key Club, NHS, and Academic Decathlon, which I just started this year. So those are some other things I'm involved in. So I know the main point from the advisors that could be, you're involved in so many things. How are you going to stay focused? And I would best answer this as, DECA is going to be my priority. It was the club that welcomed me most, and I'm going to make sure to attend all meetings and stay available. The seventh question, the last question, just stems off of this. Additionally, I would also like to add that the other extracurriculars I'm involved in can actually help me with DECA, as they're very business oriented and academically oriented too. So the knowledge could be shared across, and then you could bounce off ideas. Hey, we're doing this. Could we do this differently? So I think being involved in other extracurriculars also could help this extracurricular. And then the last question asks me, you have to be in every meeting, most events. Do you have work, ride issues, or after school events that will clash with DECA? So I think last year this wouldn't have been an issue, but it could have been, it wasn't the best. But this year I'm actually driving. I got my license in May, and I will be able to provide transportation. I won't be late, and I will be able to attend all meetings. Like I emphasized in the last point, DECA is going to be, I will prioritize DECA. I will attend all meetings, and this won't be an issue. I'll be early on time. Yeah. Any other questions? I think I've answered all the questions, and I know this is a virtual interview, and I'm rambling a little bit, but I do want to ask a question. So my question would be, if I were to be instated as Vice President of Career and Leadership Development, what advisors, what do you think I could personally do to take our chapter to the next level? And then how do you think I could integrate our professional alumni network more? So that would be my questions. And then additionally, I'm just going to wrap it up. My name is Jaden Onyenwari. I competed in DECA last year. I made it to the state level. I'm a junior here at Lake Ridge, and I'm very excited for what the year has to offer. And, it was nice speaking with you guys, and I hope to take this chapter to the next level. Thank you. Thank you for your time.